Go.
Here I am in 1964 with Malcolm X. So Malcolm, what compelled you to take a stand the way that you did?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for taking this time to interview me. To give a clear understanding of who is Malcolm X, there are a lot of misconceptions about me, and I just want to first shake your hand and say thank you for having me today.
You're welcome.
All right. What compelled me? Really look at the world as it is. I mean, we as black people still aren't given the same equal rights as everyone else in this city. In this country, we fought for the freedom of this country, but we're still denied the same rights as any other American citizen. You know, we are taxpayers, but we can't have access to public services that our taxes pay for. So that and so many other things compel me to stand to change this, especially for future generations.
Why did you turn to the Nation of Islam?
Well, I was raised in Garveyism. My parents both were strong supporters of Marcus Garvey and the Universal Negro Improvement Association, which is one of the largest black movements to bring a greater sense of self-sufficiency, the black man building and doing things on his own as opposed to depending upon the white man. And so this is what I was raised in. But early on in my life, I went through some very traumatic experiences. My father was murdered, my mother was institutionalized in a mental health facility, and I began to run the streets, and that led me to prison. But while I was in prison, my brother, my family members introduced me to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And what led me there was the teachings of the Nation of Islam were very much like that of Marcus Garvey, teaching black people to be self-sufficient, to begin to do for ourselves, to empower our people economically, and to bring a greater sense of pride to us as a people. So that's one of the reasons why I joined the Nation of Islam.
What compels you to stand up for the rights of black people?
What compelled me to stand up for the race of black people? Well, I think I've said in the first answer, because we are a powerful people, and when I was with the Nation of Islam, we believed in separation. And now that I believe that, hey, we have fought for this country, for the rights of this, we are just as much of American as anyone, because America was built on the backs of you and my ancestors. And so we have as much a right to be a part of America as anyone else does. And so I'm standing to make sure that we get our equal share for the things that our people have bled for, suffered for. So that is the basis of me standing up in behalf of our people.
What are you most proud of?
What am I most proud of? I'm most proud of my family. I have a very strong wife in Betty. I have 4 daughters, and actually my wife is pregnant right now as I speak. So I'm hoping for a son this time. But I'm grateful for the children that I do have. But I'm just grateful that to really take a stand in trying to change the conditions in which our people now live in. So especially for my children when they become adults and future generations of black children, because what's happening now is an atrocity. America can't claim freedom and justice to all of its citizens and then have a segment of its people being denied access to certain things. So I'm just proud of the fight that we will win.
Do you have any regrets about anything during your life?
Well, the thing I regret the most right now is that I used to be with the Nation of Islam, and some within the nation now have spoken out adamantly against me, and I feel like you have 2 black groups now fighting amongst one another because of differences of opinions. And I think we need to, as a people, learn how to agree to disagree without being violently disagreeable. This is something that must change. We don't necessarily have to agree with everything, but we should be respectful enough to each other so that we can agree to disagree without being negatively or violently disagreeable.
Are you happy with today's America?
No, not at all. Because we as black people still aren't given access to create the American dream. We're still fighting to be on the same level playing field as any other so-called American. You know, and furthermore, I don't see until I'm able to enjoy the fruits of America. You know, so I cannot be happy with the state of America because I have not been able to enjoy the fruits of America. And this is what I will stand for and I will fight for by any means necessary.
Thank you.
Thank you.